Hello everyone. In this session we will talk about nesting, how we can build the primary element for content management system, so the end user can add items to build the layout dynamically using sub-element that works as container for other elements. This concept I have invented in TreeShade, and it's a software called TreeShade. You can install totally free from Adobe Exchange. Go to exchange.adobe.com, this site, and search in Creative Cloud for the software name, TreeShade. It's an extension for Adobe InDesign, also Adobe Photoshop, and here Adobe Bridge. By the way, Adobe Bridge is totally free and you can install without the need for subscription. After installing TreeShade, it will ask you to create root folder for your project. If you already have root folder, just select it. Inside the root folder, if it's new, TreeShade will create this folder, workshop, and here where you're supposed to put your project files and edit them. Okay, let's create a folder for our project. Let's name Monday. Open the folder. This green line for processing the TreeShade do. So if it's go red, wait until to turn to green. Now here in TreeShade menu, this command called new, it's important to reveal files as template commands, so you can create a new file quickly to build the content. And this data TSK, it's text file, and it's important to make the online form, to make this folder able to be revealed online. Keep the same name, data ts_key. Now if you double click on the text file, TreeShade will ask you to open the online form. If you click yes, it automatically opens the page on the browser. Now it's empty. You have only one button, update. So at first let's create the basic elements. I want to show the elements on HTML file, not in design, but also it works in design. So from TreeShade menu, new, then select index. Okay. Now if you refresh, you will have two buttons for previewing the HTML file. One to view on the right side, and the other to open the page in a separated tab. Now, if we create a folder called data also, to be matched with the key text file, to be paired with the text file, because this concept in TreeShade called pairing, where the text file the folder has the same pure name of the text file, which is the text file without its extension and without flags that start with ts underscore. And now, if you double click and here click no, TreeShade will ask you to open the paired folder automatically. This is important if you have long list of pairing, so you can go from the text file to its folder quickly. Okay, now we are inside data. Let's make simple content to show you how to connect the content to the HTML file. Let's create icon. And this .TreeShade folder created automatically for TreeShade. We are managing the database of the structured files, so don't delete it. In Mac OS it will be hidden. Let's create simple text file also from new command, plain. Let's rename to title. Okay. Now let's open the index. In VS Code, and you can connect the content to HTML by using TS tag, like here inside H1, the title. You can write TS tag, then the relative path to the text file. For index file, it's inside the data folder. For relative path, so from index inside data. So let's write ./data, then what we named the text file, title. Okay, title dot plus, because here you can use the regex, regular expression, in dynamic way to retrieve a single file or a list of files, but here we have only one file. Then write place, only opening without close, so if VS Code automatically create the close, just undo to remove it. Now we place the text using TS tag, and here instead of the paragraph, let's make image tag for the icon, src, and here the same thing, relative path to the icon. Let's put here, but here instead of place, we don't want to place the content of the icon, because it's you keep like this. The data of the icon file will be placed here. We want only the URL, so write URL, and let's make width like 30 or 50 pixels. Okay, that's it. Now let's refresh. And here you will have icon that the end user can upload a new icon in the online form, and you have title, and here you can open the preview for the page. Here some text, the title revealed, displayed, but the icon have problem. Let's see what the problem is. I have icon here, but here I didn't change to icon. So the file icon, save, and refresh. You can just close the web page and open again. Here you have the icon and the text. Now suppose we want to make main elements for building the page. Let's say we have title, text, and image, despite the image, icon, photo, anything. So we have 3 elements. And so let's start by creating the items. Inside our project folder, let's create folders. Let's create folder for the items. Let's name the items. And this folder not to be placed directly. It's just for listing the main options for the end user to select from. So we don't have a paired text file. Inside items, let's create 3 main elements, text, image, and container for the elements themselves to be nested. So from TreeShade menu, let's select text, plain, and let's name text. Okay. And here double click text.txt, so you can edit the text file quickly here in Adobe Bridge. Write TS tag for the text. Let's consider heading H1 like that, and inside H1 you have the content. What is the content? The content exists inside the paired folder, which is the same name of the text file beside it. So write tstack, and here the relative path. This format is general, you always use to reach the content of the paired folder. So here we have inside text, let's say text file called content. We will create later, and let's add dot plus to include the extension and place to place the content here. For H1, because it's nesting, maybe it will be two or three depending on the level. So instead of 1, we can write FL, file level. So the file level itself comes here. And here the trick. So, okay. Right click on the text file, select open paired folder to create a folder with the same name beside the text file. And from TreeShade menu, let's create content. Let's add placeholder text. The text comes here. Okay. So this text file content.txt included in the here relative path content to be placed despite the text file name. So we write here fn file name, cancel, okay, no problem. Now we have created the first element, text. Now let's create image. So at first we want to create text file as a gate or render for the content of the image. So we need a text file also here, also for the image, and let's name image. And double click to write the rendering for the content of the image. Let's make div and inside the div let's make image source, and here we have tstack to get the URL. So dot slash file name, then let's name the file upload because the user will upload it, just a name, dot plus for its extension, and here URL to place the URL in the tstack. Then let's make width, let's say 30%. Okay, that's it. Now we need to create the paired folder for the image. Right click on the image and select open paired folder, and here we need to create a placeholder of the image, and let's name upload. Let's select photo, upload. Okay. Now the trick here comes here. We want third item that reference back to the items themselves. So at first we need to remove original relation of these files because they will be original files themselves. So from TreeShade menu, select new, not new, the copying sequence and fabricating the relation with the original to be removed. Remove original relation. So the files will be original in copying sequence later. Okay, now let's create a text file called container or sub for sub content. SUB sub, and here we want to place all the items inside sub. The items start with capital letters ID, so double click, and we want to put inside div TS tag. We want to place all the items, so we want to repeat the div okay, what we want to do, TS tag, and here place also at the end of the tag, and here the relative path of the files. So dot slash file name ID dot plus, because the list will have all the files will have ID, capital letters at the beginning of the file name, and that's it. Okay. Now let's copy one of these two elements to be a container, to be a sub content inside paired folder sub. The default first element. Let's consider text. Do you know I want to rename text to no, keep the text as it, because we consider it as title. Anyway, right click on text and select pick for change for copying, because this TreeShade command, and it's important to forge the relation in copying sequence, because unfortunately in Adobe Bridge there is no event for copying and cutting files, so I forced to fabricate the command pick for change, and here right click, select open paired folder, no, not here, we want to create inside the subfolder, so right click, open paired folder, and here we want to create copy So select change. At first we picked for change, then now change. And it's put here in the same folder. So you can use copy. There is a shortcut, copy. You can execute the shortcut by writing the first letter here, C, then colon. Okay. Now there is a relation between this text file. If we select the file and from TreeShade menu, go the copying sequence, you can select reveal original, and TreeShade automatically will select the element here in the folder items. So let's go back, and here we need to name the file to be in dynamic list. So let's write at first ID, capital letters, and placeholder for random section 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and here the text let's put inside square brackets to be display part. Now we finished from building the items. We need just inside data to put the first item here. So let's copy any one of these elements. Let's say the text also. So right click and pick for change. Go back and go to data, and here we want to put the first dynamic list item. Okay, so select change because we picked the file already, and here in the current folder let's copy here. So right C current to execute the first shortcut. But do you know, we want to copy the file with its parent folder, the file with its parent folder. So let's write current location, then ID, and random digit, any random digit. Then here text, and we want to copy, so write D tag and with paired folder. Okay. Now we have item associated with its content. Let's remove here these old. Okay, now that's it. Now we have dynamic list. This text file have relation in copying sequence with one of the elements. So if we select reveal original, it will go here. But we need to add one thing, which is option tag. So TreeShade in the online form will consider this element as option. Because now if you refresh the online form, you can just edit the content of the element. There is no option here. So you need to add here in the name before the square bracket, because the square bracket for displaying path must be at the end. Write ts underscore opt from option, and that's it. Now TreeShade automatically consider this field as option and give you here icon, so you can select one of the basic or primary elements. Let's make icons to be displayed here. So inside items, right click in the text file and select set thumbnail from image file, and here we have image. So from downloads, let's select image icon, and here sub, set thumbnail from image, and let's select this as container, and here we have text, set thumbnail from image, see, now you have icon. You can click and select element from here, image or container or text. So let's build the page. Let's say that we have the main title of the article. Then add a new one. Here let's add image. And then let's add new items. And here let's select container, sub-content. Here the text revealed with its content, so it's wrong here in sub, because this text is supposed to be option also. So I forget inside the sub. This item also supposed to be option. So just add here ts underscore opt. And let's build the content again. So here the main title of the article, then add image, then add sub-content. See here how it's revealed nesting. Here let's say sub-content or subtitle. let's add image. And click update. Now if we open the page, here it's empty. Why? It's supposed to have items. Because we didn't reconnect here. We didn't connect the content to the HTML file, so just write the stack. Then the relative path. Inside data we have list of items start with ID, capital letters. We just want to place them here. Okay, that's it. So let's refresh again. Now you have here the main title and here sub title. But why the main title is smaller? Let's see the problem here. View page source. Here H2 and here H1. So H1 supposed to be bigger, the main title of the article. We forget to remove this. And here inside we have H1. Let's go back here. Inside Monday, inside data, we have here text. H1. Let's remove the header from here. Okay, now H1, the main title of the article, then image, then H2. It's worked now. Let's refresh the page. The main title of the article smaller. The main title of the article H1. H1 supposed to be bigger. Why is that? Because here H2 have div. So here the problem. Div for here H2. Because H2 inside div, but it's H1 not. So we need for sub content, we need to make div. So here inside items, double click the render text file, and here we have div. H1, the main title of the article. It's supposed to be inside div. Because at first we don't make container for the whole page. So the first heading outside any div. So here inside data, let's build the content again. So let's remove and let's select again sub container for the whole page. Then here the main title. Then image. Then here sub content, and here we have the subtitle. And again image. Any image. Okay, let's update. Now heading 1, the same size of heading 2. So now it's 2 here, and here it's 3. Do you know we have typo inside the syntax of the text element? Because I forgot to put slash. So here inside items, here text, we're supposed to put slash here to end the heading. And that is a problem, not because we don't make container for the whole page. So now I modified text here. So I can modify text inside content without the need to rebuild the entire so here any file have text, I can search inside data for any text. The document type, no. File name, contains text. or inside square bracket text. Okay. Now the problem here in search, Adobe Bridge reveal hidden text supposed to be hidden inside .TreeShade. So from filter, uncheck this. You need to uncheck. So you can just check, then Alt while clicking Alt, check again to uncheck and check all the other. Now we have two. You can select and double click, and here TreeShade will open one by one. Okay, that's it. Now if we refresh, the heading will have the closing tag. It's just a typo. So let's refresh again. See, now the main title bigger than the subtitle. Okay, that's it. We create a basic content management system here, but I already create one for creating the document of TreeShade. If we go here and go inside main folder, then next, here you have two outputs for Adobe InDesign and for web page. For TreeShade document itself, documentation. Here I have element for sub page, not only for sub content. Here I have totally separated page. Here I have demo project. If you click here, you will open the document in English and in Arabic, bilingual. If you click here, the content will be revealed here, and you can edit on the left. And if you click here, you will have all these sub-content, all these elements: title, paragraph, code, image, icon, here what it's called, this left bar, I think, and here what is this just a simple link, and here a list for list, and here for logo, I think. Here container, the same, the element that has list of elements itself. And here we have page, entire new page, and here we have markdown, so you can write the content as markdown in one field. Okay. You can edit Arabic and English, bilingual, because here the page, and also auto-produced by Adobe InDesign. This document created automatically. I didn't edit the document manually. It's generated through Adobe InDesign for Arabic and for English. And here the page. You can select English and you can select Arabic. and here you have index automatically also. Okay, that's it. Install TreeShade by yourself, it's totally free, and try to make this simple content management system in your local server, and don't hesitate to ask any question about installing or using the software, and we can make workshop together if you want to manage a solution for your project. Don't hesitate to reach, and goodbye.